Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Little Black Rain Cloud Chronicles, and welcome to our very first live episode. Obviously, you already know this. We've got Kent over there behind the booth. Looks like he's having breakfast. Love that. Love that.
Always a little snack, right?
Well, I mean, you have to.
I got a front row seat, so.
That's true. So you know the routine. If you like us, like, share, subscribe. We are now on Spotify and Apple Music, which is really exciting. I'm super excited. I probably screamed for an hour over that. I was really happy.
Yeah, you did.
I did. But you know the drill. Go ahead and, in the words of Cappuccino, if you like us, ding that bell to get the updates when we are live or when our podcasts come out. Also, I told him I would let him know if Scott is listening right now. He wanted a recording of this, of me saying that women are not always right and sometimes we are wrong. So there it is, everyone. I just broke the internet.
I agree too.
Yes, Amber thinks so too. So speaking of Amber, I'm going to introduce our guest. We've got Amber to my left, which she probably looks like she's on the right for y'all.
Yes.
So if you see the glorious color of her hair and how amazing it is, if you ever notice the color of my hair and how much it's amazing, she did it. If you don't like it, she didn't do it. Okay.
Oh my God.
So we will drop.
You're embarrassing me.
Yes, we will drop a link in the description for her shop. And if you like her, go see her. Follow her on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Which one? My hair one is.
Is it Color of My Energy?
No, that's my personal.
Okay, well, go follow that one too.
I'll let you know. Hold on.
We'll get to you. And while she's looking for that, on my right, on your left out there is my husband. This is Dustin. You always hear me talk about him, but now there is like the man, the myth, the legend over here. Yeah. The crowd goes wild. And if you love all of the packages that show up at your door that your wife ordered and you didn't know about, it's because of Amazon, and that's, his fault.
And I personally spit in every single one of them.
And I think Amber's got her thing.
Yes, it's Kawaii Corner _salon.
Okay, we're gonna drop that in the description for you. So we're gonna keep it nice and calm today. I mean, it's nothing crazy other than toxic families and estrangement. Because it's an easy Friday. We're not getting crazy. That's easy, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to talk shit about my dad on my birthday.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's your birthday?
Amber's birthday, by the way. Ding ding, everybody. Okay. Yes, we get to talk shit about
What a
Amber's
treat.
today. Happy birthday to me.
He's a Leo.
Oh, fuck
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, big Leo. Yeah. Okay.
Love that for you though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Happy birthday, fuck your dad.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like mom
Thank
did
you.
the work here.
Yeah,
And she
exactly.
did. Her mom, by the way, like I hope she gets a chance to watch this. Her mom, not only is she fantastic, but she looked really killer in that dress she wore to your wedding.
Oh yeah.
She looked hot.
She's at my house right now.
Oh well, if she's
Picked her up yesterday.
oh well, tell her if she's not listening that she looked hot in that dress.
I will.
Okay, good.
I'll let her know.
All right, so there, and my mom just said happy birthday to you.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yay, my mom's here.
Oh, Deb.
So weird having like live comments.
I know.
coming up.
I wonder if we should just tell people, like, if they have any questions, they can just post a
Yeah,
question up for it. We can
that's
answer
true.
it if we can.
Yeah, put those questions in the chat. Although my mom knows all of the toxic drama in my family because she's related to part of it. I mean, let's start there. Let's talk about some toxic shit. So, if you have never had a toxic person in your family, one, you are not normal, and two, I'm a little jealous. Raise your hand if you have toxic in your family. Yeah.
Define toxic.
Well, I mean, if therapy might have been a need.
What category of toxic?
Yeah.
Right.
How do we define toxic? Maybe that's where we should start. How would you define toxic, Amber?
I think you should go first.
You don't want me going into it. We'll be here the whole episode, just me describing it.
All right. Kent, how would you describe toxic?
I think toxic in a family is somebody who wedges or pits
family members against each other, creates a little bit of drama, and is very narcissistic and self-centered. Is that a good one?
I think that just hit it on the head.
Yeah, I think you just named 2 people in my family, right? That I'm the keep on unnamed.
Yeah.
So, we'll
You're
call
like,
him
I put
Bob.
names to those as you were saying.
That's just-
Yeah. So I think when you think of a family dynamic, you think of, let's be stereotypical. You've got parents, you've got kids, whether you're an only child or there's siblings involved. You're supposed to be in a loving home.
Mhm.
Can I use your family as an example? Because you have a good family.
Oh,
Like,
thanks.
like you and your husband, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, wait, we just said fuck my dad.
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. I thought you were talking about my mom's sperm donor. But
No,
go ahead.
not. You and your husband have like a great family unit. You've got you and him. You guys are the cutest. No couple is perfect, but you guys are like a good dynamic. And
He's my
Riker,
yin yang twin.
yes, and their kiddo. Can I put his name on?
Yeah.
Riker. He is adorable. I adore him. And this little boy gets to grow up in a family that like cherishes him and loves him and supports him and like are his biggest fans. Like they are his cheerleaders. They're like always there. They're always active. That's what a family is supposed to look like.
I'm envious.
I mean, I can't say that I don't understand that because I was very fortunate that I had parents that showed up.
Right. You both had that because you know my story. You're the one that probably does know my story.
That's fair.
Not all of it, but you know more of it than anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. But like that's what a family is. You would like it to look like.
Mhm.
And I mean, obviously there are instances where you don't have one parent or another, but hopefully the parent that you have shows up. Like and tries. Like and I think that's definitely your mom for you. She shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's been there for me through everything, and she literally will drop everything to help me.
Right. And I feel like that is healthy and that's present. And then you have the opposite. Now, I was very fortunate with my parents, but not all of my family is like that. She's dead, so it doesn't matter, whatever. My mom's dad, who was one of the greatest men in the world, his mother, not so much. Anybody in my family would refer to her as that woman.
Mm.
She's not even worth a name. We're gonna call her out though because she's dead. Yeah, her name's Lucretia. Like, doesn't that just sound like you have a parking spot in hell?
She was one of the ones that you would probably bury, but like wouldn't have a marker for it. Just become this like
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like, oh, I
I'm
really
like
needed
Dave.
fertilizer for the lawn.
sounds like some Fargo stuff right there.
Yeah. It was we were watching Wednesday last night, and one of the lines was I don't speak ill of the dead. I chastise the living, but no, in this case, no, I absolutely speak ill of this particular dead person. So I don't think she ever really wanted to be a mom, but you know, in the day and age, we're talking about my great grandmother day and age, it wasn't really an option for her. I mean, you either had them or you didn't. And she had 3. She had my aunt and my Aunt Shirley. And then after that, she had my grandfather. And then after that, she had my Uncle Bud. And shout out to Aunt Shirley. She just celebrated a birthday as well. Fantastic. Love her. But I don't think my great grandmother ever wanted to be a mom. She was not good to her kids. People were left on the porch, not allowed to come in the house. They went without, but yet she took care of everybody else's kids, but not her own.
Mm-hmm.
She would give her children's things, the items that were theirs, to other people's kids, and then wondered why one of her kids, won't let go of things because, like, as an adult,
I turned them into a hoarder.
Yeah, because it's my stuff. You can't take it away from me. She used to refer to one of her grandchildren as, this is my son's other adopted child, not like actually her grandchild, not actually a kid in the family, but because it wasn't by blood. I mean, she was a toxic human. Now, this person died in 2006, and any family gathering that I have been to my whole life, she becomes the center of discussion. She still lives rent-free in my brain.
That's toxic.
Yes.
Lucretia or the adopted child you were just talking about?
No. Well, I mean,
Which one we talking about from 2006?
2006 is when Lucretia died.
Okay, that's what I was trying to keep up on.
Lucretia.
Yeah, Lucretia. Lucretia Jones, buried somewhere.
Good last name. Solid.
Yeah.
last name.
No, that's
It
just
is
like
yeah,
her,
I mean, Ken's last name is Jones as well. So, I mean, like, it's a solid last
Not-
name.
all Joneses are toxic.
her name just sounds like she's a bee.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like it belongs to like the Adams Family universe. or
Yeah,
something.
like
Yes.
like oh great,
Eh.
Lucretia's here or
Yeah.
Lucretia. What's her name? Lucretia.
She was just not a good person. And she treated some people like gold, and then she like made it that everybody was against each other, even if it wasn't intentional.
But she probably loved it too. Like she
Every-
loved stirring shit up.
every freaking minute. And
Yeah.
she would be the first one to tell you, oh, did you hear such and such?
Yeah. And
So
she would
she
probably
would-
make
she-
it more dramatic than it was.
So she's basically that term pretty much like let the odds be forever in your favor.
Yeah, for real. For real. And
Yeah.
God,
She just sucks.
Yeah, I'm 37 years old and this woman is still pissing me off. She was also physically abusive to her kids, which is a whole nother show, guys. We have a whole show about that.
Ooh,
But
can I come back for that?
yeah, let's
I'll probably be on that one too.
yeah,
All
come on
right.
back for that.
Sign me up.
Yeah. So when we actually started, when we started making the lists of all the shows that were going to be in season 1, it was very weird. I sent out the list to everybody that I felt, maybe identified with one of the topics. And every single person said, how many do you want me on? Because there's multiple. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Why are we like this?
Yeah,
I don't know.
The best thing is though about Little Black Rain Cloud. It's so hard for me to say for some reason. Little Black Rain.
It's a tongue twister.
Chronicles
It is.
is this shit needs to be talked about. Like every family, like you said, every family's got it, and it's not necessarily the immediate family. It's great. It's grandmother. I mean, my grandmother was that way as well. And it,
Was she a Jones?
Yes.
Oh,
And but she told my mom, I'm too young to have grand. She didn't, you know what I mean? She didn't want to be a grandkid, but or a grandmother.
Yeah.
And so like when we would spend the nights there, I mean, it was like the parents weren't around. It was like prison. I mean, it was, you know what I mean? Because I've got 3 older brothers. So you have 4 young boys. That's a lot of energy and shit happening.
A lot of testosterone.
Right. And so I remember I never liked staying there, because it was
because you
just
didn't
awful.
feel welcome.
Right. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
awful. Now my grandfather, a saint. Right.
Same thing. Lucretia, not nice.
Yeah.
Her husband, my great grandfather, gold.
Yeah.
Freaking gold. But he was terrified of her.
Sure.
He was afraid of her. She shot at him through a door.
Damn.
She was not.
That's a toxic.
That's wild.
We're talking about the backwoods of Pennsylvania here, but still, some decorum,
Right.
madam.
That was a warning shot.
2 of them through the door.
Maybe she lost count.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very possible. So how, I guess the bigger question is, how do we as adults deal with the trauma we've gone through, the situations we've gone through, and when, I think another big question is going to be, when is it time to say, just because you're family doesn't mean it's acceptable?
Ooh.
Exactly. I lost it.
And it's gone.
I think that, well, first of all, I cope with it through dark humor. I love dark humor.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, I love dark humor. I love to make fun of myself, just because it makes me feel better. Because if you don't laugh at yourself, you just cry. And so that helps me a lot. I have been to therapy, especially after all the stuff with my dad. No, but dark humor helps a lot, and just surrounding yourself with good people that understand where you're coming from. And I also think, like, I don't want to bring religion into it, but I feel like a lot of people hide behind it because it makes them feel like they're a good person.
That's fair. No,
Yeah, only problem is though with that though too, if I may,
Yeah.
that sometimes religion kind of they almost like use that as like a backbone to justify what they're doing to you and the
Oh, yeah.
everybody else.
and I think that's exactly what she's saying. That,
Yeah.
like, it's not necessarily the religion itself that's the problem, but they're justifying it
Right.
and making it feel like they're a better person because of it.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do it. I don't want to do this to you, but Jesus is making me. I'm going. He's
Yeah.
leading my hand.
Yeah.
And let's just be clear here. Jesus has been gone for a while now. Jesus didn't make you do shit.
Yes.
And Jesus's whole thing, like, regardless if you're Christian or not, I mean, he was like, oh, he who was without sin, be the first to throw the stone, cast the first stone. So essentially, Jesus is saying, don't be an asshole. So Jesus didn't make you be a bad parent. Jesus didn't make you beat your child. Jesus didn't make you, I don't know if we're allowed to say this on the air,
Spell it out.
That's it.
sexually assault somebody.
That's it.
Yeah, essay. We'll go with essay.
Essay.
Like,
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. My ADD brain.
she was like, oh, look. But no, for real though. Like, he wasn't like, well, you can do all of these bad things as long as it's not on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's not what any of his shit was. Like, he was, don't be a dick.
No, I think
Yeah.
what his thing was, especially on the ones where like saying, "Oh, Jesus made me do it and stuff." I think he's actually up there looking down on you and doing the Will Smith speech or line.
Right.
And keep
Keep
my
your
name
gut-
out your
your gut
motherfucking
fucking
mouth. Bam.
Right.
No, I agree. And
I just know more people that aren't hardcore religious that are really good people than I literally know more good people that aren't religious that are.
Mhm.
Because so many people hide behind it and they use that against them
It's a
or
crutch.
they use that against you
Mhm.
to just justify being an asshole or
Right.
justify what they're doing or to judge you a certain way or and there's so many different religions. Like I was raised like open-minded because my mom's Catholic, my dad's Christian. I've been to both of those churches. I've been to Mormon churches. I've gone to Indian weddings and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I don't not go to things because I'm like, oh, that's not my religion. And there's so many people that are like,
Mhm.
well, they just use that as it's kind of like keyboard warriors where people talk shit behind a screen, but they won't say it to your face. It's the same thing with like, well, I did that because it's in the Bible, but half the time it's not even in the Bible.
That's true. But see, that the reason it's confusing to you is because you're not toxic.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about like 60% of things that like I don't know, I just feel like shit happens, stuff happens for a reason. Like I just like to stay positive and just because like you've had shitty experiences and a shitty time growing up or you've been in certain situations doesn't give you a pass to
Right.
be a shitty person.
Well, I also think that brings up the point of there are somebody that goes through a childhood of trauma has two choices as an adult: break the cycle or continue the cycle.
Yeah.
Raise
And
your
have
hand
a
if you've
pity
got
party.
trauma. Like, let's raise some hands. Like, 'cause, I mean, why are you on the show? Like, if you don't have trauma, that's what it's about. Kent's like, I'm just producing. I have a great life.
I walk on water.
It's like, what is
He does-
wrong with you
He
guys?
does walk on
I'm very
water. I've witnessed this.
Jesus walks with me.
Yes, yes. Jesus is my homeboy.
Blessed thing.
Yes.
He didn't walk on water. He walked over a puddle.
Uh,
Oh my god, my family's gonna burn me. Just kidding.
oh, we're all going to hell, and this is apocryphal.
Well, the amazing thing too, I think about the toxic individual, and the hard thing is, yes, if it's abusive, that's very awful. But what they do is they plant a lot of seeds in your brain, being passive aggressive,
Mhm.
right? And that shit stays with you forever.
It
Right.
does.
And that's the piece of toxicity that right. You just like, I can't believe you just said that. But now I'm here. It is 40 years later, and I'm still dwelling on
I'm
it.
still thinking about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it becomes ingrained in you. It's along with self-doubt and insecurity.
Yep.
You
And
don't trust anybody because you're afraid you're just going to relapse into something else or bring someone else down because of your trauma of pain.
See, I'm the opposite. Like I trust everybody until they give me a reason not to, and that is my toxic trait.
Yeah, I got you there.
Because I always that's how I get fucked.
Yeah.
Well,
At least buy you dinner first, right?
Right? I'll
me
take
to
the
a show.
free food, free
Right.
drinks, whatever.
Take
But
me to a show
yeah.
before you completely fuck me.
Yeah.
I should have put a warning, like not family friendly.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I don't even realize I do it.
They know if they're followers of the show.
Yeah, they know. They've seen your past.
I need a beep button so I can just beep myself out. Beep, 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 beep.
Ken's over there with the button.
All I have is a shot. Sorry.
Oh,
That'd be
it's that kind of
interesting.
show now?
That doesn't feel like it's that kind of show.
That's a whole different show.
Woo.
Where's Scott? We lost Scott.
It's getting hot in here.
Maybe we're in the waiting room waiting to die.
I think there's something that we do need to say though, that like some people never feel it's okay to do. I'm going to give a shout out to a buddy of mine, Runway. That's not his real name, obviously. Biker. His name's Runway. That's his name.
That's Salius.
No, it's just his name.
What
Period.
a cool name.
You have a cool name. Amber's a cool name.
Hmm.
It's a cool name.
I was in Jurassic Park. That's all I got.
Not the park.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they found the amber.
The Amber.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, babe. Follow along.
I thought you were talking about an actual person.
An actual person.
No.
He's like, I don't remember an Amber in Jurassic Park. But anyway, Runway had said very early on in our friendship, blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family.
I agree with that.
So am I related to my great grandmother? Yeah. Is she
Unfortunately, right?
family? No. She's not. What's family is who's sitting at this table with me, who's in this room with me,
That's right.
because they show up for me and I show up for them. And I don't think, I can't say that. I've been toxic with you on more occasions than I'd like to admit, but we have grown as
But you're
people.
better now.
We're better now.
We've basically been there to shovel each other's burdens.
Yeah.
It was more of a test.
It was like a trial run.
Yeah.
I got a 2 decade long trial run. Yeah.
yes.
You're doing great.
We're doing amazing.
We lasted a little longer than most marriages.
That's
He
true.
flinches while you're talking.
He's like, please don't hurt me. Somebody text Dustin later and check in on him. But no, I think that you can't always be non-toxic. Sometimes just being toxic is the human condition.
Especially if that's all you know.
True. And if that's something that, especially if it was done to you and as you're
When I tell you no.
yes. No. But when it's the only thing you've learned, especially in the formative years, that's something that stays with you. Another thing that stays with you that's toxic is abandonment issues. And that's something most kids learn early on, or they don't, which I envy the people that don't. But I think, let me just say this like a little louder for those of you in the back. Well, Kent's actually in the back, but I mean, everybody listening. You can walk away from these people. You can absolutely walk away.
It's not as hard as you think it is.
Oh, it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination.
It'll
but
just click
possible.
one day. It'll click one day, and then you'll be like, you know what? Why am I still doing this?
yours
Fuck
was
it.
on I-90? Yeah.
And it,
Was it 90? You were on 90 driving when you decided that? You were telling me about this the other day.
I don't know what road I'm ever on. Follow my
I was in
GPS.
the car.
I know
driving
landmarks.
Heading to an airport.
Yes.
That's 90.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
With a lot of billboards about hair.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't O'Hare.
Oh.
My dad always flew into
Midway.
Wisconsin.
Oh, Waukegan?
No.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yep. That one. Yep.
We're just gonna name off
So
cities until we
90
find it.
Keep going. I'll
So
figure it out.
90 to 294.
294, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were on something with 2s and 9s in it.
Yeah. I was just done. I'm like, why am I still putting up with his shit?
Yeah.
But it's like one thing to attack me because I'm like, he could talk all the shit he wants to me. But the moment he brought Riker in, I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, bye.
Well, right, because you're not a toxic parent and you weren't going to allow that to continue.
Well, and I mean, my brother has learning disabilities and some stuff. So, and he hasn't talked to him in almost 20 years. And for him to say the things he did about my brother and comparing it to my son and saying that I don't even know how to say it, like if I should say it.
No, you don't have to say anything you're not comfortable with.
No, like he basically compared and was like, you're gonna disability is not a real thing. You're gonna ruin Riker like your mom did to your brother because disability is not real and you just want to use him as a cash cow.
Yeah, I've heard that one a lot too.
I was like, I don't even get money for him. Like,
Well,
but I was like, how ignorant are you? Like that's what really broke me when I was just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm the only person that still talks to you and the only person that you literally have left that gives you the time of day that you treat like shit. And then you're going to like start bringing
Putting
like
gasoline
my
on the
family
bridge.
in it.
yeah.
Like, you know, my mom, my brother, like,
And now my kid.
and now my kid and my husband. And I was like, my husband does more for me than you have ever done in my life. And the only reason he visited me once I moved out here is he told me because he gets to use it as a write-off. So
So he basically used you.
yeah, to him, I am a write-off. And
So who's the cash cow now?
exactly.
Yeah. Projection is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know your dad.
Yeah. And he said, disability is not a real thing. Look at everybody else around me that's my age and look at how good I look. And I'm like, yeah, because he got a facelift and thinks I'm stupid. I'm like, I'm in the industry.
Like
He has 2 scars behind his ears and I cut his hair and he's like, oh, be careful. I have two scars behind my ears. I got hurt at work. And like, I'm not stupid. I know those are like surgery scars. I was like,
I have symmetrical scars.
yeah, but I was like, I'll play along. And I was like, oh, what happened? And he was like, oh, a ladder fell on me and I went like this and it almost took my ear off. And then I turned the other way and it hit the other ear and I like was bleeding. And but it was like this whole dramatic thing. I was like, oh, wow.
How long did you practice this? It's a load of crap in front of the mirror.
Yeah. I was like, if you're gonna make up some shit about the scars on your ears, at least make it like believable. Not that a ladder fell on your ear in the same spot on both sides.
Well,
dumbass.
Nothing is more entertaining once you realize somebody's toxic than watching a narcissist try to back out of a lie.
Oh yeah.
I would love to hear this about this one because you have a lot of material.
Oh
yeah.
Yes, but out of respect, I will only let you tell those stories because they're not my family.
Sure, we have enough time.
Probably 7 days later.
This will be 10 episodes.
Yeah. But since it's your birthday, though, I definitely want to put this out there. First of all, the only thing your dad did that I want to thank him for is sitting in this room. She's here. You did your job. Now get away. Oh. She's here. But like the fact that somebody not only isn't a present parent, but not a good parent during the time that he was present, when and if that was happening. And then to come back and then attack the people who are present and healthy in your life.
Yeah.
And also, ding, 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 the American Medical Board everywhere will tell you that mental handicaps exist.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make them lesser people. I've met your brother. He is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I love my
He's
brother.
A funny
He's
guy.
Hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah.
The first time I met him was one of your dress trying-ons.
Yes.
When I worked at David's Bridal, and then I met him again at another one.
He's such a good person, and he's just hilarious. Like he'll just like we were at a restaurant, and the waitresses started dancing, and he just got up and started dancing with them, and he didn't even know how to do Cupid Shuffle, and he was like learning by doing the dance with them, and we were like, what are you doing? Like, but he just like, he's so random. Yeah, he's wholesome. He has a good heart. He's just like random and funny, and he does not care what people think. He will just do things, and he says the most random things that just make us laugh, and he just loves hard, and some people don't understand him, at first. But then once you get to know him, because he's quiet, and he has like, when he says what he has to say, it might like take a while, but once he gets used to being around you, then he just gets funnier and funnier. Like,
well, and I think if that is the definition of disabled, then we all should be. Because that's just being a good human.
I don't see anything wrong with that. It sounds like he's basically enjoying every aspect of his life, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I envy that.
And he's creative.
Oh yeah, he draws comics and
he's
comic
an amazing
books
uncle.
Yes,
he is like the opposite of toxic.
Yeah,
he's like Riker's got like one of the best uncles to have.
Yeah, and they both love to draw, so they're both very into art. So
I mean, it feels like the toxic people don't understand that the people that they're downing are actually the good side.
Well, yeah, and that's why I told my dad. I was like, "Well, what about people in wheelchairs?" And he was like, "They're lazy." It's like, "Oh, okay. So they're so lazy that their like limbs don't work."
Yeah.
Or, whatever the case is, whatever it may be, but
Have some
he-
respect. There's a reason behind it. Why they're not just on a mobile chair just for the hell of it. I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure soldiers were on stuff and they did it to protect their life. Other people did it because of
oh no, they're just lazy and they did it on purpose so they could just get free money from everyone.
Yeah,
Like my
yeah.
dad, he's
Wow.
just an egotistical asshole. Like, and he thinks he's David Hasselhoff. So
oh
Yeah,
dear
with
God.
with those scars and all.
yeah, with his facelift.
I honestly think though, like the fact that you were, let's be real, brave and walked away from that and said enough is enough. Not everybody's there yet. Not everybody ever gets there. But
Yeah.
like, enough is enough.
Well, and I mean, before I even moved here, my mom lived an hour from him. And I even lived closer at one point when I was going to school. And it was too far. But then I moved here where he has to take a whole plane ride. And I saw him 3 times in 1 year because I'm his write-off. So you're
And it's not
welcome.
familiar
Like-
to you?
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, he is
How-
a very special person, and may he rest in peace. Oh, that's what I did at my wedding. I put him on the memorial table because he's dead to me. So,
Sometimes you have to combat toxic
Yeah.
with just a slightly bit of sarcastic.
yeah, it's my dark
Exactly.
humor. I was like, wouldn't it be funny? Well, because he didn't want to go to my wedding. He said, I'm not going to pay to stay overnight. I'd rather just come do my job and go home. And I was like, what's your job? And he was like, well, walking you down the aisle. And I was like, okay. I was like, so you're not going to go to, the rehearsal dinner or any of that stuff or the,
Reception or that
reception, nothing. Why do I need to go to that? What's there to rehearse? He was like, it's not hard to walk you down an aisle. And I was like, okay, but don't you like want to be included in everything? He's like, no, I don't like really want to go. Like, I would just rather come do my job and go home. So my aunt, shout out to my Aunt Diane. She brought me a picture of him and I put him on the table at the memorial table, away from like the better people. So like, he was scooted over, but he was on there because he's dead to me. So
I like that.
That's almost like a stab to the heart right there. It's like
oh
I'm
yeah.
doing this for you and stuff. I don't care how important this day is for you because I'm doing what I want for me.
Like
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the center of the spotlight for a brief moment, but everything else you want to have and be your shining moment as the bride no longer mattered.
Yeah,
It's not your day anymore.
I didn't send him pictures, like nothing. I don't the last thing he said to me was I painted a portrait for his girlfriend. Their dogs passed away, so I
Right.
painted a portrait of the dogs and he said thanks for doing that, and I just sent him a thumbs up. But before that, so it has been 3 years since he has talked to me. After I cut him off, he said Happy Valentine's Day to me, which was weird because he's never said that. So I think he was just trying to like get
Like
in
an
there.
inch
And then he
Right.
said Happy Mother's Day to me, and I didn't respond. And that was 3 years ago. Yeah. So,
and your life is better now.
oh, it's great.
I remember us talking about like the concern, like
About him going.
About
I was
him
like,
going.
it was giving me anxiety for him going
you-
because I was like, he's going to do something dumb.
yeah, damn
that's
near
gonna
had a
piss me
panic
off.
attack.
Yeah. And then he's going to end up causing a scene and then have to get kicked out or whatever. But
There's always somebody at some wedding that's going to cause a scene. Goes, you had yours, we have
it better
ours.
be me at my own wedding. It better be me. No,
Like,
it
if
was
we're
great.
gonna have a scene at our wedding, it's gonna be like the bride or the groom.
Yeah.
Now, we had somebody cause a scene. I'm not gonna put them on blast because as a person, I do like them. They were just intoxicated beyond belief. But yeah, somebody made a scene at our wedding, which was when there's kids in the room, nobody needs to sing NWA as karaoke.
Or like as you're kind of going down the aisle, pretty much after being pronounced and stuff, they break out a cheating song.
Oh yeah, singing "The Thunder Rolls" by Garth Brooks, and
That's
I'm
a
like,
cheating song?
yeah.
You not heard
At
it?
the end?
Oh, I don't know. I just know Thunder Roll.
Yeah, at the end, she runs back down the hallway and to the
Yeah,
dresser, And through the
Oh.
bedroom door, she reaches for the pistol kept in the dresser drawer, tells the lady in the mirror, he won't do this again. Tonight will be the last night. I'll wonder where he's been.
Man, now I
Yeah.
can't look at that song the same.
I know. I'm so sorry.
I just
Yeah,
like,
I'll drop
Yeah,
it.
it kind of gives away when like as he pulls in the drive, she rushes out to hold him, and a
new
new
scent.
scent arises,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
A new perfume. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what she did to him too.
man. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that was part of the same situation. But I wouldn't necessarily call that person toxic. I would say that those were bad decisions.
No, I
made.
just said everybody has an incident in their
Yeah. I guess at my grandparents' wedding, like somebody caused a scene. I have a feeling it was like, I think I could be wrong. My mom's in the chat; she can set me straight on this one. I think it was my great grandmother's brother that caused the scene at the wedding. I don't know, something like that. There was like probably also intoxicated. That seems to be a recurring thing. Anyway,
I don't know how, because I'm a fun
say
drunk.
I wasn't there. I know you weren't there.
Is
How did
it
they
blowing
do
up
that?
now?
No,
Did it say that?
It's over there.
How did they see it? Like, how's your mom watching?
We're live.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're live
But
on,
how- like,
on
how do they-
Facebook,
She's on
YouTube,
YouTube.
YouTube,
Oh.
Facebook.
I didn't know I
Twitch,
could
Twitter.
do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I
Every-
guess
any
it's
kind of
good. No
social
one's
network you
watching.
think of, right?
Yeah.
It's recorded too. It'll be on.
Oh, okay.
We've just memorialized your father and all of his bullshit.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, it's not like he's
Before
gonna
we go
see
any,
it. He's
any
dead.
farther and stuff, let me say this before I go, like, and probably start incriminating and probably destroy the rest of my life, probably, and like everybody's gonna cut me off, which if they haven't already. I wanted to actually put out like an appreciation, thank you to all my aunts and my cousins who've actually been there for me, to help me get away from the hellish life that I did have that they know nothing about. Hopefully they know a little bit more after this, but I've hidden it for so long. I wanted to appreciate them, what they've actually literally showed me what a good childhood could be, along with my my non-blood brothers who've actually like helped me escape it all too.
Yeah.
So I want to put it out there before I forgot or never had a chance.
I think that's important though, to recognize the people in your life who have been a healthy, positive, force in your life when there were those other toxic things that are just, the toxic is screaming so loud that sometimes the good isn't heard and you don't hear it until later. We were just talking about this the other day. I'm going to put his name out there because
What, me and you were on the show?
well, on the show.
Okay.
You and I were talking the other day that unfortunately, I'll say it because it's not a secret. Dustin just lost a cousin. He passed away, and I really hope that he finds peace. But when he passed, you were very clear that like he had some really good moments in your childhood growing up together, that he was a good force in your life. And I love that you had that even though there was some bad shit happening, you did have, and I've heard nothing but good things about your cousins, whether it was Jimmy or Trevor or Chris or Jesus, Jordan. Not Jordan. Devin, thank you. I'm doing all sorts of things.
Well, her last name's Jordan. That's
Yeah.
why I got mixed up.
Well, now you just put her out there on blast. Or Casey, or all of them. Like literally, I've heard all of these good stories about cousins that you had the opportunity to grow up with, and like your Uncle Brian, and being able to like have this unreasonable amount of movie trivia knowledge. Like
Yeah, we blame Brian for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it out there right now because everybody on my family knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that Dustin can tell you, like you could say, oh, who's that one guy in that one movie with that one lady that had the dog, and he's like, oh, that was such and such, and he also starred in this, he has this and many kids, and and I'm
the
like,
Wikipedia pretty much in legs.
how do you do that? But now I know it's because he looks back and he sees a fond memory of going to a lot of movies with his uncle, and that being like part of their dynamic. And those are the positive things that you have to look back on versus the things that weren't positive. But it's hard to see those really positive things, especially when the negative things are happening.
Yeah, and that's why I do it anytime. I mean, I've just now in life, if anything negative happens, you look at the pros, and I try to just find the positive in any situation. Or I try to help people find the positive in any situation. Like if they're sad, just be like, well, here's the pro. And then I usually get a look or something, like, okay. But you can't just like dwell on something. It's like, you got to think, am I going to be like mad at this or upset about this in a week or a year? Like, if not, who cares? Just like roll with it, figure it out. Like, you don't even have to figure it out. You could just roll with it and eventually stuff gets better. Like if you dwell on it, that's when you keep going down and then you hit rock bottom because you're just so upset about something that doesn't even matter, but it's affecting your mental health. And, then that starts messing with you. But if you just look at the pros, then you can move on and it could still bother you, but you could be like, you know what, that sucked, but I'm going to do this to help myself. Or even if you need to go buy yourself a little treat, I like to walk the aisles of whatever store I'm in. When I'm sad, I just go look at things and I'm like, this is making me happy. Or like, I'll go to the thrift store or.
Well, and it's like you're taking that out with the trash. You're not accepting it, but you're also not allowing it to dwell in your brain.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to just go do something that makes you happy that'll take your mind off it. For me, it's walking every aisle at a store and looking at all their new stuff, or
you're like, oh, look,
going to TJ Maxx and picking up everything and being like, oh, this is cute. I don't need it. Oh, this is cute, but I don't need it. And like that just makes me happy because I got to look at all the things.
I do that too, but except for she's that voice that says that part.
Yeah, that's my husband. I'll go and I'll be like, oh, look how cute it is. We don't need it. I'm like, okay, I know we don't need it. I'm not going to buy it, but isn't it cute? Yes, it's cute. We don't need it. I'm like, okay, just be excited with me for a minute. Just be like, yeah, it's so cute.
Oh my God, you and Dustin just became the same person. Yeah,
because he's like, put it down.
She says you can put it away and stuff, and all the stuff I've been through it does stick with me because it becomes ingrained into me. Then I found that out, and everybody that pretty much knows the real me, not the one I project everybody out like my public face.
You got good at masking. I got really good at masking for certain things.
Well, yeah, but your masking is like super happy. Yeah. His masking is I'm going to be a dick.
Oh, I'm
going to be a complete asshole because if I'm an asshole, nobody will talk to me.
And yet they still do. Like I swear to God, like I'm like a homing beacon to
I feel like that too. I feel like I have on my forehead, please talk to me. Please tell me your life story, or please show me your tattoos because I have tattoos. Like I'll be at the checkout at like Meijer or whatever,
right,
like in a hurry. It's always when I'm in a hurry and someone's like, oh, I like your tattoos. Look at mine. And they start rolling up their pants and like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah. And then they're like, so yeah, my name is blah, blah, blah. I was born here. This is it. And they start telling me their life story. And I'm like,
do that.
Okay, I gotta go. Like, and I can't just be like, cool, bye. And like, Brian's always like, that's why people talk to you because you're too nice and you can't shut them down. I'm like, yeah, but like,
what's his excuse?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like, I can't be.
What do I do
like,
when I get nervous?
When you're nervous, you turn into a colossal jackass.
I'm nervous. Or around people I don't know.
Oh, you get anxious.
Anxious, and you can't get me to shut up.
That's so true. Well, I don't know what to do with that because you also do that at night, like right before we go to sleep. And I'm like, oh, I've got a long day tomorrow. It's going to be a really long day. And sleep sounds amazing. He's like, have you ever thought about why penguins don't have knees?
Oh my God, we are the same person.
I gotta ask.
But it's not when I'm anxious. That's just me.
I know we're live and all. I'm not just the producer behind the glass over there. I know we're live stuff, but is there any words that are basically forbidden from saying regardless?
Yes, Ken says them every time.
Yeah, it's just suicide. Try to stay with you.
I can't say I haven't tried once or twice, but
3 for 3. Oh, that was beautiful.
Anyway, he goes, yeah, I mean, I have that sign on my face is like saying, I'm nice, I'm considerate. Feel free to literally fuck me over any way you can think of.
Yeah.
Like use me.
Yeah.
I don't work 40 hours a day or a week or whatever the hell it is to basically try to provide my family. And then suddenly you come out of the woodwork. It's like, oh, you know what? I want to sit on my ass today. Can you give me like $40 so I can buy some new game for my phone? And then you're gonna pay the phone bill for that later on for me too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're that guy.
Yeah, people seem to look at you for some reason and think, oh God, this guy's got to be gullible. Like this guy suckers.
You people not realize I have a baseball bat and I'm behind my eyes. I'm actually literally envisioning myself like playing batter up at the back of your head.
Oh my God. Like people just died in his brain.
That's where you just look at them in the eye and say, "Can you make this quick? I've got a body to bury, and it's getting warm right now."
No, actually, I used to have a sign somewhere that says, "Could you quit showing up on my property? I'm running out of places to hide them."
Well, I mean, I have this in the garage still. It says I don't dial 911. I dial 357.
That's right.
What's that?
We'll talk about it when I won't get a spam.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Yeah.
the politically correct way of saying that. Pew pew, because like unaliving is the only thing you can really say.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Can't you say unaliving?
You can
That's-
say unaliving.
Okay, but
That's why I'm going to change my sign's not that one. It's like, I don't call 911. I call 811.
Call before you dig.
That way I know.
Call
I know.
before you dig. I like that.
Julie, could you come out again?
I really need to know where my power lines are because they're underground. I know that. And where are they? Although
We're remodeling.
Comcast never came back to fix our internet. We just went with Verizon internet because we cut into a line.
Whoops.
If somebody's looking for Hoffa, it might be in my yard. I don't know. I just toxic. So you have toxic family dynamics, but then you have estrangement, which there's two sides to estrangement. You either have the people that have pushed you away because they are not present in your life, or you have the other side of it where you've completely cut somebody off and gone on like no contact. And as much as it's always something you think about, there are people that I'm completely no contact with. And as much as I hate that we got to that point, it's so much quieter and calmer without them in my life.
So in my family, I'm probably the estranged, right? So my brothers, they get together, they go to concerts, their kids hang out, they're all adults now, right? But I've always all my brothers went to college. I didn't, right? Or I went and played basketball and then quit after whatever. They were in the band. I wasn't, I always pushed back against what my three older brothers, I was always that black sheep.
Right.
So I moved out here and I take care of my family. Right. And we've got family chats as most people do and whatnot. And everybody's like, "Hey, happy birthday." Pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, well, I will get at it later or I won't. Right. So
Probably won't.
Yeah, probably won't. The estrangement. So I'm the one who's kind of estranged, right? But when we get together, I love everybody and we have a good time. We laugh, whatever. It's not like, ooh, you're plagued. It's just, I don't know the inside jokes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I haven't done those things. So to me, estrangement's okay.
Right. And
Right.
I agree that, and there's so many times where like somebody will text me and I read it. I don't reply because I'm like, oh, well, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And then it's 6 days later. And now I can't reply because, I'm an asshole.
No, you just say it takes me 3 to 7 business days to reply to people because I do the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
You'll text me and I'll text you 2 weeks later and be like, oh, sorry. I replied in my brain. Like,
well, I mean, my mom will tell you if she wants me to help her work on something in the house, I'm like, submit it in writing. Like, because it ain't getting done. Otherwise, it might still not get done.
Right.
need a list.
I'll do the doorbell when I get home, Mom.
Speaking of which,
Speaking,
how long ago did I get that for you? Mother's Day?
What year?
Let her live.
What year?
let me live.
Leave her alone.
Don't be toxic.
Yeah.
But I just think that a lot of times, you think, oh, I was born into this group of assholes. I have to keep these assholes. No, you don't. You are perfectly capable, especially once you become an adult. You are perfectly capable of cutting these fuckers off.
And we both have.
And I think we're the lucky ones that have been able to find that courage, the bravery, and the notion that it is okay. There are so many people that, are walking around in the world today. They're like, oh, well, that's my mom or that's my dad. And I can't because that's family. Go fuck yourself. No, that's not family because they have completely ruined your life.
And
Walk
your
away.
view on how a family should be or what a family looks like. And some people use that and carry it on into their family. And they're like, well, this is all I know. It's like, well, if that's all you know and you know right from wrong,
Yeah.
you don't have to treat your family like that. You can change
Yeah.
and break the cycle
Yeah.
and be a good person and not a dick. Like, it's not hard to not be a dick.
Yeah. Well, like people that are like, oh, well, that makes sense that he hit his wife because he watched his dad do it to his mom. That is not an excuse.
Yeah.
Like,
It's okay. He loves her. That's how he shows it.
that's how he shows his love.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
And then you're
That's
like,
called
girl,
a felony.
what are you doing? And oh, it's okay. He loves me. It's fine. It's a love tap. I hate people.
And
who do
I
that.
know we're like,
I feel bad saying that, but like I've seen it so much that I'm just like, what are you doing? Like you just want to shake some people and be like, that is not love. Like he's making you think it is, but get out of it. And then you can learn what love really is, like with somebody else or just loving yourself. Like he's doing that to control you.
And that's the toxic narcissist
Oh.
side of it all.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this part just like make it a generalization because you know how I am.
Yeah.
On the outside, it goes. You're basically saying it pretty much that if they say they love you and you're doing for your own good, they're allowed to hit the hell out of you, right?
Yeah, that's how some people think. Like, oh well, it's
Right.
okay. Like he didn't mean it. He loves me. It's like, no, he doesn't.
All right, let me put it this way then, because I'm gonna put this on the air right now so
Okay.
everybody hears this. Everyone in the world that can hear me right now goes, "I love you," so that gives me a reason to kick your ass if you ever touch a woman again. He goes, "I'm gonna beat the living hell out of you, then tell you I love you and that I'm doing it for your own good."
But that's okay because I said I love you. But
Yeah.
that's
You get
not
my point, though. I'm
yeah.
just saying I love you just so I can beat the hell out of you
Well-
for doing the one things you should not do.
Well,
Exactly.
And nobody should be hitting anybody else. Nobody should be hurting anybody else. But I maybe this is just a toxic response to a toxic situation. But oh well. Somebody hits me, they're gonna look worse than I do.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna start it.
No,
And that
but
was
you'll
something-
finish it.
Yeah, that was something my dad taught me. You don't ever start a fight, but you fucking finish it.
I'm gonna put this out there then too because I told you this before and stuff. Now I'm gonna put this out there in the air.
Don't do it.
You ever touch anybody I care about and stuff, and the
Very
cops won't
careful
find you
with-
because I will
Be very
spread you
careful
out
about
in
how
8
you
states.
explain this one.
Yeah.
I will spread you across 8 states.
Well, I
Don't
don't
tell him your plan.
I-
Allegedly.
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 But I also don't think, I think there is proportionate response. If a friend of mine were to call and say, my husband hit me and I need to get out, my brain initially says, beat the crap out of this dude. Like,
Mhm.
bro, we're gonna come to blows. But who does that help? It doesn't unhit her. It doesn't unhit her at all.
No, you have to choose if you want to keep staying in that situation because it's only going to get worse, and then they usually end up dead. Somebody does. Or you say, you know what, I'm better than this, and it'll take a while to get rid of that person because they just keep finding
Like a
every way
leech.
to get back to you or try to talk to you or show up at random places like your work. And
She's like, I haven't.
Is that
Uh,
is that weird stuff that you're saying all this stuff and all of a sudden that song face down played in my head?
oh,
But at the
It's
end
about
of the
that,
day-
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, if somebody were to call me and said, my husband hit me, I need to get out of this. My reaction initially would have been to beat the crap out of homeboy. But that's not the reaction that's going to help what she's asking me for. The reaction that will actually help her is, okay, pack up what you need and get here.
And you've done that numerous times
Right.
since I've known you.
But that is what I'm saying. The reaction of beating the crap out of the guy isn't going to fix it. It might make me feel good right now, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't fix it for her. It doesn't unbeat her. What it's going to do is perpetuate that the one person she reached out to is now in jail. The one person that was going to help her is in jail.
yeah.
So get that person. And it's not just women who get beaten.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
men too.
That's correct.
And it's women, it's men, it's kids. It's
Men
elderly.
aren't always the problem.
No, it's
I have worked.
Say that again.
Men
Men
are-
aren't always the problem. Men aren't always the problem. Women aren't always right. Men aren't always right. Like it's a 50-50 thing. There
Humans are
are
shit.
crazy ass women I've met in my life and there's crazy ass men I've met in my life. It is never just one-sided. It's like it goes both ways.
And I just think that, like, if somebody's going to reach out for help, let's not perpetuate toxicity by doing more toxic things. Let's actually help the person to get into a better place, get them safe, get them the help. There are resources. There's not enough resources. There's never enough money for the resources, but whatever you can do to help them in a way that will help them into a productive forward motion of progress is definitely going to be the better option than just going over there and hitting them with a baseball bat.
I get that, but of course you have those other ones out there too, are pretty much like, oh, he hit you. He goes, what'd you do to provoke it? Or why that happened? What
Yeah.
they somehow turn around and make it on you, like it's your fault.
Well, those people are just toxic as well. And I think there's another aspect of that. We talked about SA earlier.
Right.
And with SA,
Sorry, I'm only laughing because I hear
Yeah, I know.
it in my head like SA.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's a lot of people are like, oh, well, if she wasn't wearing that, there's actually an exhibit. I actually think it's in Detroit. Of course, it's in Detroit. That shows it was a bunch of different police departments had, once the evidence was no longer needed in lockup, they put all of this out there, that all the different outfits of victims and what they were wearing when it happened, whether it be men, women, kids, or elderly, what they were wearing. And 90% of the time it wasn't provocative. There was a elderly woman, she was in her late 70s, early 80s, and she was assaulted, and she was wearing like sweatpants and a stained like kitchen shirt. She was like doing dishes and stuff. And so the toxic part is what our brain says why this happened. Don't justify it that the victim did something wrong. Justifying that the victim caused it is just perpetuating the toxicity. But we've definitely gone off on a tangent. Welcome to the show. We are going to come up on time here shortly. I don't know what our time limit
About
is.
3 minutes or so.
If you're in a toxic situation, if you've ever felt like this is not healthy for me, these people are not healthy for me, they're not bringing anything of substance to the table. If they're making me feel bad about myself, if they're making me feel bad about my choices, and I don't mean like, oh, why did you go skydiving when you're afraid of heights? That's just a question.
Contradictive.
Well, but no, like if somebody says like, I don't feel safe around this person, whether it be emotionally, physically,
Spiritually, anything.
Spiritually, as in a soulful level, ask yourself, is that person bringing anything to my life, and why am I still putting up with it? We have to start breaking that stigma of you have to stay
Because you are worth more than that.
Yeah.
Well, and for kids, right? I mean, there's a lot of places you can go now, right? That when I was a kid, that if you went to see a therapist, it meant you were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right?
I mean, I am, but yeah.
But times have
Same.
changed, right? My youngest daughter, she's got a therapist, right? And it's just because life is different and people deal differently. But the other is if you're outside of it and you see it. So like if it's in your extended family, it's okay to approach both, right? The toxic person and the non-toxic person. But go to that kid who's 8 or 9 and go, maybe we should go talk to somebody about what's happening. Right.
You're allowed to protect those who are being hurt.
And can I just say one more thing? Because I had to ask permission for my aunt. So, and it's about my dad, but my cousin Andrew unalived himself. And when my uncle told my dad his response, he said, well, why didn't you guys pay more attention to him? Because you should have known he had a problem and you could have helped him with his mental health and avoided the problem and avoided him, unaliving himself.
Yeah.
But that was my dad's response to his brother calling him and being like, hey, this is what he did. And my dad was like, well, you should have paid closer attention because you probably could have avoided that. Like, that was his response. Not like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Or, whatever.
I don't even know your dad, but he's dead to me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He is a piece.
We don't usually give awards on the show. Like we haven't, but I think we should start. I think the sarcastic parent of the year award goes to her dad.
Should we call him? I'm just kidding.
We're live.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Congratulations. You're the #1 dickhead in America. Like,
Nobody's won, Johnny.
I don't know. First of all, fuck your dad.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Right.
tell you, but I needed to ask her first if it was
But
okay.
I appreciate that you did the not toxic thing and you asked for, you had consent.
Yep.
That was nice. That was a lesson.
Well,
in and of
it's
itself.
it was, I mean, it's still hard on me. Like I can't imagine, what they're going through at all. But like me and him, we were close. We got along really well, and we had like similar personalities. Like I love my dad's side of the family. I love them, and I see them more than I've seen my dad probably my entire life. And they do so much for me. Like you met Michelle when she was at my thing. That's so her brother.
Yeah.
And they're just
And she could not have prevented that.
no.
That was
And
not her
my
fault.
aunt, well, and it was my dad told my aunt and my uncle on the phone that. So
And it wasn't their fault either. They're
no,
mourning
it's
the loss
nobody's
of their
fault.
child.
Because you never know because the happiest people are the ones that do it, and the people that like threaten it, like if you're in a relationship, they're like, oh my god, like don't break up with me, I'm gonna unalive myself. It's like,
Pisses
no,
me
you're
off.
not.
Is that manipulation?
That's narcissism at its
I always
finest.
say, go ahead, then you won't be my problem anymore, because I know they're not going to do it. Like everybody has had that said to them, I feel like. But it's
Does your
always
husband know you have all these boyfriends?
I know I did not have that many boyfriends. No,
My husband knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
He knows. He knows.
I mean, he should know. I'm pretty old, so
Hold on. We are not old. Everybody else is just
Yes.
really young.
exactly. Everybody looks really young to me.
We're
I
not
don't know.
old.
So okay, we're gonna close this one out. Father of the Year award goes to Amber's dad over here. Rotten hell.
Yes.
And all of your bullshit. And everything
May
else.
may your hole soon be filled, kind of thing.
Ouch.
Glad I'm number one on your will.
Yes.
Can't wait for that cash out.
Yay.
I'm just kidding. That's,
That is
that's
so
so
morbid.
bad.
So, but if you are in a bad situation,
Mhm.
ask for help, get out, get therapy. I go every Wednesday. It's a thing. You can do it. And
And no
until
shame.
yes. And next week next week I think is child abuse. Is our next episode.
Are we calling that CA? I mean,
I don't know that that's
child abuse is not good. That's a good topic. We'll
it's
cover.
a
but
great
it's-
topic to cover because it has to be talked about, but I don't
Yeah.
know that it's a trigger word like
I-
everything else Kent says out loud.
Right.
Like that's just going to be our thing now.
Well, you have a week to come up with an alternative for it.
An alternative to child abuse, anything but that.
Yeah.
No, I mean like a word
Yes.
that isn't child abuse.
beating the shit out of your offspring. Don't do that.
Try not to.
And try really hard not to, because not only next month, you're right, Mom. Not only is it bad morally and ethically, but it's also a felony. Perfectly timed.
Maybe
right?
call it adolescent torture.
Okay, so somebody did just post in the comments. I am gonna shout out to this. Perfectly timed, ready to walk away. I just need to win the lottery.
Me too.
I hear you, sister. I absolutely hear you. What I will say to that is, if it's a matter of safety, there is nothing more important than your life.
Mhm.
And the
We all
life-
agree on that.
and the life of the, like, if you have children. I don't know you, but continue commenting in the chat. If there are resources that you need, reach out. Our email address is wearerainclouds@gmail.com, I believe, and send me an email. I'm not a professional in any manner, of this, but if there are resources that we can find, I can send you some links.
Yep.
And we'll get as much resource to you as possible. Stay safe. Do not stay in a bad situation. And until next week.
Can I say one more thing up from my perspective?
And
on
don't
that?
settle.
Don't say.
Your
Don't
number
settle
one's out
and
there.
trust me, I know from experience on this, because if you do have that trauma and you're kind of living with it, get help. It does not get better. After a while, you actually literally learn that rock bottom has multiple basements,
It has
and,
basements.
and you do not want to be there. So if you can get help, it does not get better. People can help you get better, but you cannot do it alone. So please,
Yeah, get the help.
from one lost soul to another, get help.
Okay. Well, that's a good end note. And we will see you, as my mother has pointed out, next.
And thanks for letting me be here.
month. Thank you guys for being here. Alexandria, we will talk more. I see your comment. I do see it. We'll talk soon.